It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This will be taken very short. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Yellow! On the line, Eddie!
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. He'll have a first down past the 40. A huge play there right off the bat. 51 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game.
On the ready. 53. Check 53. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
53 is mine. Watch the fly. Watch the fly. Watch the fly. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Yeah.
Jackson now. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Back. Watch out.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Too long for a field goal. Too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Mike spot 4. Hey, here we go. 54. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Check. Check. 53's mic.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Snead's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Cut. Let's go. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm here all day.
Jackson on first down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Check. Crunch. Back.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson forced out to his left. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Double dog. That's the way. Let's go.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Williams. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Speaking of Damian Williams, great Super Bowl. 17 carries over 100 yards and a touchdown on the ground. Charles, he also had one through the air. Did you think he would have that type of a game?
I wasn't sure that we would see that type of a game, but I knew he would be a part of their offense in terms of trying to break down what San Francisco does, that he would get the bulk of carries. But did I see 104 yards on the ground and a touchdown? Probably not. Did I see him catching one as well, 133 yards of total offense? Probably not. But give him his due, because now, in his postseason career, which is 6 games, 5 of them with Kansas City, 1 with Miami, he's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
You better be ready. Don't be scared.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Spinning past him. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. In your face. 53, Mike.
From the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Yellow.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Yellow.
Here we go again.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Mahomes now on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you got the plays that are going to win, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And that hits the crossbar and comes back no good. And by just a couple of inches, this remains a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mike, here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. 53's the Mike, 53, check 53.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 23 yards, the final tally.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. Got a man. It's Brown. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Boom, boom. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got
Jackson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
53, Mike, 53.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's Hill, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh?
Check. Check. 53 is Mike. Here we go. 53 is Mike. 53 is the Mike. All day, dog.
Jackson now, operating from the gun. And he's got it. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll look to run with Ingram, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Mahomes to throw, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll run it with Williams. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now McCoy. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. So it'll be second and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Push him back.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And running with power here. There goes Mark Ingram. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram. His second touchdown of the night as the Ravens push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
53, Mike. Any weapons? That's scared. Deuce.
From the 36, Jackson gets this one to Hill. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Check. Here we go. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Rapid. Let's go. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He is going to find Hill here. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Running right, this is Ingram. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Chiefs' 8-yard line.
53 is mine. Come on, D. 36. Ball trot. 53 is the mic.
Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory.
Let me know right now, you better bring it.
Mike, 53.
Now Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Dancing to his left. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Here I come.
Jackson throwing on 4th down. Steps away to his left. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves.
And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams. 99 yards as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Switch. Go. 53, Mike.
Here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Tight dog.
Throwing now is Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Emmanuel Ogbah, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.